So we're trying to determine the offset for our inverse kinematics. This is the other set of calibration code that we did, and it's similar to the basic one in terms of doing sweeping to determine the range that the servos move. So it does a for loop and just slowly increases the PWM pulse from minimum to maximum. And at each of those values, it signals to the servo to move and prints out to the serial monitors. So we watch the servo move across that range, and exactly the value that it stops moving, note as the maximum, and then it waits for 5 seconds and runs the other for loop back down to the minimum. And what we do now is just note those as the maximum and minimum range of PWMs, because what we realized previously was that it moves more than 180 degrees. And so we just did the calibration again for all of these servos. This time we placed a sketch of a protractor underneath the servo horn and swept it from an arbitrary 0 to 290 degrees. But since we only wanted moving 180 degrees, we said that we'll have the range between 55 to 235, so that'll be 180 degree range. So that means 145 is the midpoint of 55 and 235, and that'll act as our 90-degree location. And though 145 was a good starting point, we tweaked it based on whether we wanted the robot leaning forward or backwards more, so you'd add or subtract from 145 in order to get it straight. And in this video, we just had it straight before, but showed what happens when we tweak the values.